friends, welcome to Creating with Jovi and welcome to my collaboration with PandaHall. Today I am going to show you how I use these items in a journal. And we've got some cow charms, of course the hearts and the crochet flowers. I'm also going to do some stenciling inside the journal today. Here's the journal. If you've been following along with my series, Build a Journal with Me, then you will know that we have a 3 signature journal that we are working in with a dairy cow theme. Today I'll be using Fabri-Tac and tacky glue, as well as some inks and some of these little brushes that I can use with the stencils to get the ink onto the page. I also pulled out my gingham trims in case we feel inspired to use these. Okay, my friends, since this is the first page of the journal, I think what I'd like to do on this one is put this cute tab here. We're going to try this out. Put a cute tab here, and then we're going to go ahead and add one of these adorable cow charms. Look how cute. These tabs have little stickers on them, but just to make sure that they stand the test of time, I'm going to add some glue. This is a custom journal, and my customer is gifting this. All right, my friends, I went ahead and I added a little bit of glue here so this will last the test of time. Okay, my friends, I have my tool that I can use to put a grommet here on this page or on this tab. We're going to go ahead and just put our hole right here. Going to pop my grommet in. I chose a blue one. There we go. Friends, I hope you don't mind sort of the shadow effect going on here. I am at my desk. It is early in the morning and the sun is shining into my studio, and I love that. So it's showing up for you guys too. So I hope you just enjoy the sunshine streaming in. So you could see I got a gold O-ring on there. Now I'm going to go ahead and take our cute little cow charm and I'm going to pop it onto that O-ring, and then I'm wearing, hold on a second, okay, I've got a hold of it with my needle nose pliers, and I'm wearing this ring which will help me to be able to close this. There we go. And how cute is that, my friends? I will definitely be putting several of those on the pages, but let's move on to the next fun item so I can show you how I want to use the flowers and these adorable pink hearts. Ooh, here's a page that is ready for some stenciling. Today we're definitely going to use both stencils, but we're going to go ahead and start with this one. Okay, my friends, and it's going to go over the pink, so ignore the black line here. I'm going to take the large image here, and I'm going to push it off to the side a little bit, okay? And that way, it's going to go up and around like that. And I think that's going to be really, really pretty. I've got my pink ink here, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to, in case you're new to stenciling, I'm going to go ahead and hold this down with my hands right around the area that I'm stenciling. We don't want our stencil to move if we can help it. You can usually, if it does slide, you can usually find your place back or your way back, but it's just easier to hold it down and not have to worry about that. I always enjoy lifting the stencil and checking out my results. It's like the big reveal. All right, let's check it out. Look how gorgeous is that, my friends. Isn't that beautiful? All right, we're gonna pop this back in our journal here, and we're going to flip the page. Oh, I could do the other side too. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. For this page, I'm going to go ahead and use the little one over on the outer side. I think there's probably enough ink on my brush that I'll just use what's on here. Ta-da! What do you think? Isn't that pretty? I love it. All right, my friends, so now here we are on the next page, and I thought it would be fun to add one of these adorable flowers to it. I got some Fabri-Tac onto the back of the flower, and now we're just going to take it and pop it down into place. How cute is that? I think that is adorable. Friends, when we flip the page over, this one is plain, and I'm going to leave it plain because it does have a little pattern at the top and the bottom. But I want to go ahead and use the other stencil on this page. You're going to notice that on this stencil, you get a 2-for-1 basically. There is this pattern here, and then this one's different. This one has a floral pattern to it. So let's go ahead and use the floral pattern, and we'll do it on this side of the paper. I think that'll look super pretty. I went ahead and I chose green ink. And I'm just going to start down here in the corner, kind of wondering, if I don't dip it, will it fade out, and will that look good? So I think we'll give that a try and just kind of see what happens. It might fade out as I go to these outer parts of it, which would be pretty cool. All right, let's check it out, see what we got. I think that is such a nice touch. It really just adds something beautiful to a plain page. I think the yellow and the green look really nice together. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to grab that same stencil. I'm going to use the bigger one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down like this and then go all the way across the page. So the page on the right will have a little bit less stenciling, and that is quite all right. And here we go, my friends. Now, I wanted to mention to you that stencils they're great. You know, I like to use them also inside of handmade cards that I make, just to dress up the inside a little bit. I think it's just really nice for that. And then, of course, I have stenciled on walls before. And the thing I like about that is, if you want a pattern on a wall, it's kind of fun to stencil it. And then when you get tired of it, you can just paint over it. Whereas if you use wallpaper, that's a huge job to put it up, and even worse to take it down. So stenciling is a nice way that you can get those effects, but you know, it's not as permanent. It's not as difficult to get rid of when you want to. Are we ready for our big reveal? There it is, my friends. I really love the effect that it has. All right, my friends, so I want to show you how the stenciled paper looks inside of the journal. I think that adds a nice little touch there when we turn the page. I just think that's beautiful. And then we turn this whole page. That's looking good. It goes great with this gingham paper. And then when we turn this page. Friends, so how about if we embellish this page with some gingham that goes across the top, and then we'll put this adorable crocheted heart right in the center of it. Let's pick the gingham ribbon that we think will look the best with it. We're going to try out some green here. But there's blue over here. I don't really have a teal. I only have a dark blue, and that is not going to work. Let's try out the soft pink. We might go with that. Oh, that is pretty. This is a safe bet, so we're going to put that right here. The only other one really to try is the black and white, but I think that's going to be a little bit too jarring, but we'll try it. Yeah, it's pretty intense. I actually don't hate it. It gives a bit of a punch of color, doesn't it? And then the pink over top. Huh, it's kind of interesting. Let's try the pink back on. This is soft and safe, so there's that. But you know what? I think I'm going to be bold and go for the black and white. Why not? Okay, Fabri-Tac is going to go across the top here. And then I'm going to spread that out so it doesn't leak through my ribbon too much. And then we're going to put this down over top of it. All right, my friends, I got the Fabri-Tac on the back of our bow. I'm sorry, I got the Fabri-Tac on the back of the heart. And then we are putting that right there as a really adorable centerpiece. Isn't that so cute, my friends? And this is a fabric flip, so you flip it up. Oh, and I forgot I put a little piece of Velcro there to keep the fabric in place, and then you can journal right here. Friends, I added some trim here, actually 2 layers. I added the polka dot trim, and then I added the fine black and white gingham trim, which is here. And now I think it would be so super cute to add this white daisy with the yellow center. So let's go ahead and do that. I got my Fabri-Tac onto the back of it, and now I'm going to put it down right here on the trim. And I think that is so super cute. Look at that. I love it. Okay, my friends, I want to show you all the things I did in the first signature. We put the charm on, which I think is adorable. I'm definitely going to be adding some more charms. And then we did some stenciling on this page as well as this page. We put one of our precious pink flowers right here. Some more stenciling here. A yellow flower here and some stenciling over here. A pink flower over here up in this corner. Stenciling here and here. The white flower with the yellow center. I love the punch that gives. It's just so cute. Some stenciling over here. I did some stenciling up here as well. And you'll notice too that as I was going through, I added some trims to many of the pages. Like I added some trim here and here. So that's the first signature. All right, my friends, I wanted to share with you what I did in the second signature. So on this page, I added some trim and added the cute crochet heart over top of that. I added trim on both of these pages and added a tab with another one of the cow charms. So adorable. And then over here, I added some trim and another one of the pink crochet hearts. And then on the last page, I added one of these adorable crocheted flowers in green. And I love the pop of color that gives. All right, my friends, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed how I shared how I used the stencils, the hearts, the charms, and the flowers. I appreciate you spending some time with me. Links are in my description box below for all of these items, as well as a discount code for 10% off of PandaHall. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon.